What is going on, you guys? My name is Rage, and we are back today with a continuation video now for the next notes following 3.7. That being said, I am utilizing now a new Kestrel team because I understand that a lot of players don't have the full power armor plus Shuri. So that being said, we're utilizing a rendition of it, mixing in Kestrel, especially given how amazing she absolutely is in the game now and the value she adds. So unfortunately, you can only use hero tech as well as hero supernatural. So that's why we're going in here and filtering the characters here. That being said, let's dive right into the 5 characters that I will be utilizing. First and foremost, I've built up Shuri for my Dark Dimension 3 node, so that's why she is as powerful as she is. And you can see with her, no T4s on her abilities, but she's going to be providing a lot of support and defense up, really synergizing and keeping our team alive. Next, it is going to be Kestrel here, as I mentioned before, and with her, I do only have her at almost 50k, but thanks to how generous the event is, have been with the shards, a lot of people will have access to her, and she's going to be a really key piece because she's going to do a lot of damage and have a lot of defense downs being applied to our enemies, and that's very, very key. Next, we are going to utilize the speed advantage from Falcon, being able to kind of utilize Shuri's energy generated and really give ourselves the turn meter advantage in getting ahead of our enemies. On top of that, I love Falcon for the fact that he has a really good ultimate to apply additional supporting damage when needed. Synergizing with Falcon, it is going to be Rescue. I like Rescue for these nodes because of the fact that she does have a cleanse if there are negative conditions on us. She's actually the only character out of everybody on the team for both Supernatural and as well as the tech to actually have that cleanse. So that's why we're bringing her on board with the barrier that can be added protection. Last but not least, she also has an offense up that can be applied to power armor. More specifically, she's going to really assist Falcon with that much needed damage for this team. And then last but not least, it is going to actually be Star-Lord, providing additional support for our team. He's got a great blind that he can implement on enemies, as well as giving energy to Shuri, really ensuring she has that defense up and energy supplementation as well. I do like Star-Lord's ultimate here, the Elemental Blast, just to apply some additional damage for our team. That being said here, that is the makeup of my roster, so let's dive right into the gameplay.
The team placement is going to be the exact same with Kestrel in the middle, and as you can see, it's extremely important to put Star-Lord next to Shuri because he's really going to be funneling energy into Shuri, and Shuri likewise will have that defense up and also spreading energy to the rest of the team. I found that combination to be extremely effective for the last 2 nodes, so you're going to see that right now. And Kestrel in the middle usually takes our damage, so that's why we do want her in the middle, because usually those are the guys that get attacked the most. That being said, you can see compared to the previous node, we actually start off with Dr. Doom on our side, and he's a lot more powerful than the last one. So you can see with Kestrel's ultimate, I did actually take out Human Torch. He's very squishy and has high amount of damage, so taking him right out from the get-go is extremely essential. Next, the 2 targets that I do recommend taking down actually is going to be Ghost Rider, and just holding back on Dr. Doom for now, as well as just being able to target one of the visions is nice. So you can see with Dr. Doom, we're going to just want to use his basic ability because he has that disruption already. We don't need to use his abilities. He's got some great base stats for us to utilize, so right from the get-go, we're just going to target everything at Ghost Rider, but I am going to be mindful of Kestrel special because we want to synergize that with our Rescue and Falcon combination damage. That being said here, we do finish off Ghost Rider there, and we start our attack right now on Vision. Vision's dangerous in the sense that he has that ability block, but once again, Dr. Doom comes in very, very effectively. He's got a strong basic damage, so really that's why we're utilizing right now. Once their Doom has a chance to use his abilities, you can see there, and with all those clones starting to slowly pile up, that's when we need to actually focus on them now. So that being said, we do want to be mindful of that because if you recall, Dr. Doom's ability scales with the number of clones he has. So a very good opportunity here to actually utilize the special here of Kestrel. You can see here, unfortunately, it was only able to capture only a defense down on Vision. Everybody else had kind of missed. So just be mindful of her ability. Sometimes it doesn't catch it if it's not adjacent. I wasn't really paying attention to that, unfortunately, but that's quite all right. So we go ahead now. The clones are down, and really now we're just trying to slowly chip away at both Vision as well as Dr. Doom. And again, another key tip, just when you guys are going through this, just make sure you're not really using Dr. Doom's abilities quite yet. We want to save his clones. The reason being is because the more clones we have, it's going to create a stronger ability for him to utilize when he sacrifices all of them for that damage output later on. I tried the blind Dr. Doom, and unfortunately just didn't work, so it is what it is. We're going to go ahead and finish off the clone. as well, with vision being quite weak, activating the speed up to give our team an extra turn as well, just slowly chipping away at vision. Once Dr. Doom's by himself is when I can safely say, go ahead and start resuming and attacking him. But once again, just be mindful of the fact that we do have to take down the vision, right? When you see that he's about halfway at HP or lower, that's when I would say go all out and just finishing Dr. Doom and leaving the clones for the very end, because the clones are quite squishy, and this is really where you want to be. So once Dr. Doom, the real one's actually taken down, finish off his clone, it does actually spawn the next wave here that you see. And that being said here, the dangerous targets we got to be mindful of is Elsa as well as Doctor Strange, just because Doctor Strange has that revive, so really taking him out ASAP is going to be key. If he sticks around, he's got those regenerative abilities. He also has the opportunity to actually flip our positive buffs too, so that's something to be mindful of. That being said, Doctor Strange down now. We can actually just focus. So I'm going to take advantage of this moment to use that special for Kestrel again, landing those defense downs. And reason being is because we want to capitalize on damage. So I activate Rescue's ultimate to give us offense up, especially the Falcon. And then leveraging that with Falcon's ultimate, you can see it does some extremely dangerous damage. That takes out one of the Mordos. And that being said, I'm still really hesitant on using Dr. Doom's abilities here. But you can start slowly chipping away at both Mordo as well as Elsa. But in my opinion, Elsa is the key one to take down. But Mordo is pretty squishy, so we go ahead and actually allocate damage accordingly. You can see that once again, almost one-shotting Elsa, thanks again to Kestrel's ultimate. An extremely dangerous attack. It really is like one-shotting almost any of these guys, considering her power level is lower too. It's extremely crazy how insane her attack is. So really take advantage of that for this nodes, especially if you guys are going through and you don't have the regular power armor team. Kestrel is a great value in terms of being able to invest in her, and that she's a late game character as well. So definitely having that opportunity to really put gear and gold in her is going to be a huge investment and will pay dividends. That being said, now we're going to take advantage of this moment to apply the special for Falcon to give us the defense up. But once again, we are going to actually go ahead and start attacking these clones because of the fact that, again, Dr. Doom scales with these clones. So really taking your time, and we're really saving all the abilities of our Dr. Doom for the last wave, because we're going to utilize his clones effectively. But I like leaving them on the board because they can soak damage for us. They can really kind of cushion and help our team, especially with our team being lower than theirs, right? So that's why it's really key. That being said, here we're going to finish off the last clone here, and then we'll actually resume our attack on the real Dr. Doom. So again, loving Kestrel's damage and output. Unfortunately, the defense down doesn't stick because this Dr. Doom does have extremely high resistance as well, so just keep that in mind. And again, when he's reached half health, that's when I would actually stop targeting the clones and just go ahead and resume attacking the real clone. The real original, because we want to take him down. And now that we have Shuri's defense up, we know that we're ready for the next wave here. So finishing off the real Dr. Doom, and then last but not least, it is going to be this clone spawning the last wave here, being the Fantastic Four mixed in with, once again, another Dr. Doom. That being said, the two guys that I would mainly prioritize and taking down first is, the Dr. Doom is quite squishy. Thing does some pretty good damage, but you see, finally, we use our Dr. Doom, his damage, clearing all our clones on our side, but doing some amazing damage, as you can see, across the board. And that's why we want to build up those clones as much as possible, because it just creates a very fortuitous first attack, especially in this final wave. Now I'm applying the defense down, thanks again to Kestrel's special, and activating the offense up here with Rescue's ultimate, clearing the conditions if we had any, right? And then really kind of just building up the situation now to activate the overall damage. Unfortunately, with Falcon, we didn't have his ultimate ready, but that's quite all right. Activating his special, we get the extra turn meter and speed, and we do actually just still go ahead now and resuming our battle plan. As you can see here, just unfortunately, if Hulk does taunt, there's two of them, we don't really have a choice, but I would focus actually on taking down the Dr. Doom regardless. And you can see here that just the overall amount of damage, AoE, and we actually wipe the floor with them, especially with us clearing the board with those AoE spam attacks. So that being said, you guys, I do believe 3-9 is likely the easiest out of the three, so you shouldn't have an issue. Thanks again to Dr. Doom. It's really 3-starring it. But with this new mixture in Kestrel, as well as the synergy of the power armor mixed in with Shuri and Star-Lord, you can see we get more than enough help. Thank you as always, you guys, for checking out, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.